can spend it. No. Save it. Save it. Save money for downtime. I'm not saying come out here, work till you die. No, it's okay to enjoy yourself here and there, but this time in this industry, expect the unexpected pretty much, because you never know what can go wrong. You never know what can go wrong in the industry. What else I gotta say? So yeah, that's what I gotta say pretty much. Is it still worth it? Yeah, if you got a plan, if you know you're gonna be sold to, if you'll come out and get your own authority, with your own authority, just know if you're a new entry, if you're gonna apply for your authority, just prepare for not a lot of work for you. With all this fraud stuff going on, most brokers not gonna work with you until you got 3 months or 6 months on your authority. That's something you gotta pray. That's something you gotta prepare for. So my advice to anybody coming out here, if you buy a truck, lease onto a carrier first for like a year or two. Get your feet wet. Because once you get your own authority, everything simply falls back on you. Everything falls back on you. Compared to leasing onto a carrier, you actually get help with stuff. You can help with paperwork, back office stuff. You get discounts on tires, maintenance. So you get help. But once you get your own authority, everything's fall back on you. So that's something you have to be prepared for. Have money for your maintenance. Every time you get paid, set a small amount out to the side for maintenance, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. That truck will break down on you. Now, some breakdowns are preventable, but that comes with doing your pre-trips and your post-trips. That's important. That's important. Now, my headphones away. What else I have to say about that? So yeah. So that's my opinion. Your opinion could be wrong, but it's a yes and no question for me. Now I know there's a lot of people down talking the industry right now, but what can I say without being harsh? Are they really putting in the effort to keep going, pivoting their business to all different freight where they can bring in different money, or trying different lanes of avenue? Like, I haul gravel, I do containers, and I do dry van. My truck, I got switches to everything. I could do bottom dumps, end dumps, containers, whatever it's paying, I'm going to it. And I have my authority for 3 years now, and I believe that's the reason why I'm still in business, because I'm always willing to shift to what's paying. So that's something to consider too. Always willing to do something different in the meantime. So I would say if it probably won't make sense, but if you're a dry van person or a flat van person, and the rates is better than what it is. If you see like intermodal jumping up and that's what's paying, sometimes you just got to do that for a little bit, because that's what's paying your bills. Yeah, because you got to think, you're a business owner now. So when you get a truck, if you got a truck note, of course you got truck insurance, you got to have money for fuel, you got to have money for maintenance, and then you got to have money to also pay your personal bills, whether it's your rent, mortgage, car note, car insurance, food for the house, whatever it is, utilities. You gotta pretty much have money for all of that. So you come out here and make money, save it. So yes, in my opinion, the truck is still worth it in 2025. Yes, it is. But I'm gonna say on the flip side, no, it's not worth it if you're gonna come out here and freeball it and not know what you're doing. guidance, find somebody you know in trucking, ask some questions, do some research before you come out here, because it's ugly out here. It's not the best, but you gotta do what you have to do, what works for you to bring in money. Last year I brought in over $230,000 with one truck, and that's by running my ass off and switching. Right now, last year I was doing intermodal. I was bringing in $5,000 to $6,000 a week consistently. I was working 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday. But then that dried up, and I switched back to driving. So it's all about what you're willing to do to stay in business. That's all it is. So you can come out here, have your money right, have your head on straight. It helps if you have a good support system at home. Definitely, definitely have a plan, good support. Have a goal, have an end goal too, because nobody want to truck for the rest of their life. I know I don't. I don't want to be in my 60s, 70s and still trucking. I want to get to a point where I actually start enjoying my life. I missed out on so much stuff with my wife and my family because I was in this truck trying to keep things going. And I'll be honest with you. I bought my truck 3 years ago. I've been driving since 2020. I bought my truck in 2022. It was not my plan to get my authority this soon. I bought my truck in August 2022. I started my authority in October. Was that the plan? No. I reached out to three companies in my area. I signed up, submitted paperwork. None of them submitted pretty much they all fell through. So I had no other choice but to get my authority. I had a truck I had to pay every month. My payment on this truck is $1,000 a month. I think I got like 16 more payments left, then it'll be all mine. So I pretty much had to jump out here, but I made it work. Was it hard? Yes. Did I want to quit sometimes? Yes. Did I almost go out of business a few times? Yes. It's not because of the rates or the money, it's because of breakdowns. Like I told y'all, when these trucks break down, it gets expensive. My biggest bill so far that I have this truck is $17,000. 17 racks. And guess what? I still got to pay my truck bills, and I still got to pay my house bills. Still got to be paid. Now, if I would have listened, I would have waited before I bought this truck, and I would. Well, let me start over. When I bought this truck, I didn't have a game plan. So I'm telling y'all to learn from me. I just came in running like a chicken with no head, just running and not knowing what to do. I'm trying any and everything to bring in money. I started off doing Amazon. Amazon terminated my account, and then from there I started doing the intermodals, and then I did that for 2 years. Then I just started doing dry vans, and then I did Amazon, intermodals, and then I did the hauling gravel, and I came back to hauling dry vans. Like I'm doing whatever, and I was doing whatever to make money, but it wasn't stable. If I came in with a plan and came in with actual plan, actual goal, it would have been more smoother coming in with my authority. But it was hard. But I stayed down. I didn't give up. I missed a lot of shit with my family, with my wife, taking vacations. My wife taking vacations without me. How you think that shit feel without me? safe out there, and I'll see y'all on the next video.